Hey guys, I am hiding in the aircon today. Pretty hot outside. Um, I just wanted to talk to you quickly about making mistakes. This has come up with my clients. I've experienced this. It came up again in a group meditation uh, session I did this weekend. And I really wanted to speak to this because I know that you are in business to make an impact, and that your business is an extension of your spirituality, and that this fear of making a mistake is very debilitating and can stop you from moving forward and can stop you from doing things differently. I'm not going to use the terminology here, take risks, because again, that's assuming that you go lose something. A risk is comes from a place of lack, right? And an assumption that things won't turn out. So, but that's not what this video is about. So let's quickly workshop this together. If you're sitting there and you're crippled by this idea of perfectionism, let's quickly workshop this together. So for a moment, this moment, I would love you to really define what a mistake is to you. Finish the sentence. A mistake is ... Finish that sentence. I will wait. I may have another grape or I may not. A mistake is... Write it down if you can, it's always more powerful. Great. So what I'm going to suggest, or what I'm suggesting, is that your version of a mistake is that I didn't get the result that I wanted. Okay? I didn't get the result that I wanted, and then I felt all these emotions about not getting the result that I wanted, and therefore I labeled it a mistake. So you may have written that in different words, but that's generally what it is. I didn't get the result I wanted. The business didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It failed. I'm a failure, right? Or I asked her out on a date and she said no, and I felt like an absolute fool, and now I'm making that mean something about myself, right? It's the meaning you give to the result that you did or didn't get. Yeah? So, I don't care how psychic you are, and you may have the most phenomenal psychic abilities, and that's awesome. You can't predict the future. None of us can predict the future because there are so many universal factors at play that we have no idea about, that you can't predict the future. You can just, in my intention, say, this is what I'd like to achieve and why I want to achieve it, and I'm going to work towards it, and I'm going to enjoy the unfolding of the process and see how that comes to me. Either this or something better comes to me. Because you don't know. You don't know if anything is going to pan out the way you expect it to, right? Because you haven't done it before. It's uncharted territory. And even if you've done it before, you don't know if it's going to be the same result, because there could be 1,000 different things that impact the result. So I understand that you can never predict the future. You can only, we do forecasting and we do feasibility studies, which are absolute loads of bollocks because it's all based on the past and making it, but you don't know that to be true, right? So just take yourself off the hook and go, actually, this is what I want. I mean, it's important to have results in mind so you know what you're working towards, but then let that shit go, right? And then be surprised by what comes out. It's such a nice thing to be able to do. It's just like, oh my God, let me see what manifests here, right? That's number one. Number two, you care about the result because it's linked to your past. So one of the ladies this weekend in the meditation group said, the reason I struggle with perfectionism and making a mistake is because my father loved me when I achieved and didn't love me when I didn't achieve, and therefore this is now what I've learned to be accepted is that I need to achieve, right? And if I don't achieve and get the results I want, then I'm going to be rejected. and that often happens, it's linked to our past. I'm going to suggest to you that you're a grown-ass adult. And if that's what you're experiencing, do the healing, do the work, let go of that shit, and move forward. I am not here to pander to your past experiences. If it's holding you back, let it go, move forward. I think, you know what, at some stage we have to call it and leave our parents' upbringing behind and start owning our own shit. So you carry that forward. So if you care about the results, you've got stuff in you that's unresolved, let it go and move. Let it go and move. Let it go and move. Right? That's the only reason you care about the result. It's because it's linked to an emotional trigger you have from the past. Yeah? And number 3 is that you don't know if something's going to work for you unless you do it. You have to do it, right? So let me give you an example. So for example, you get an opportunity to lecture business, and you have the opportunity to go to Yale University or Harvard University, and you go, okay, well look, I'm going to go to Yale because, you know, I don't know, I hear the students are really great, they've got a great business department, I think I can really make an impact there. I feel like I can have really great influence there, so therefore I'm going to Yale. You get to Yale, and it's not what you expected. Okay, they have a very strict curriculum. The students are very conservative, for example. You really are. You feel like your freedom and your freedom of expression is tied down, and then you go, "Oh, I should have gone to Harvard." Right. 1. If you hadn't chosen Yale and gone to Yale, you wouldn't have known that that was the environment that wasn't suited to you. So you have to do it. There is no way you would have known. Second, without doing it. Secondly, you don't know if you had gone to Harvard that experience would have been any better. Or you're just predicting that it would have been better going to Harvard. Again, you can't predict anything, right? So what do you do instead? What do you do instead? Because this is all mind fucking yourself. This is all your mind creating a war within yourself. So, when there's something new to do, set your intention. What do you want and why do you want it? Right? What do you want and why do you want it? And then say to the universe, show me the way. And then be open to receive the guidance. And then take inspired action and enjoy the unfolding. And as you're watching the unfolding, if you're finding yourself being triggered, let it go. If you find yourself being triggered, let it go. Note I'm saying let it go. You just breathe and let go. Breathe and let go. Don't beat it to death. Don't go, why is it this way? Why was my father like this? Just breathe and let it go. Breathe and let it go. Breathe and let it go. Just don't give it any attention. Don't give it any energy, right? And then just come back to focusing on your intention, back to focusing on your intention. And that way, you will then start embracing new opportunities, new possibilities. It's a world of possibility and not predictability. Not predictability. It's a world of possibility and not predictability, right? And I don't really like to reference these guys, but I'm going to do it for you anyway because I think it will make sense to you. But people like Jeff Bezos, let me use him, from Amazon. You know, he's an inventor. He had this idea and he's like, I'm going to create this product, I'm going to give it a go. And he tested, measured, and it just got better and better and better and better. And now look where Amazon is. And he still does that. He still hires people to test stuff to actually prove them wrong, right? So he can grow and grow and grow. Technologies come out, he implements them, they don't work, and so he moves on. And please don't go, oh yes, he's got money. It doesn't matter. It's the same principle. You just implement and go, implement and go, implement and go, and let go of all that emotional baggage and that mind chatter that's telling you, creating meaning around something that didn't work out the way you expected it to, right? Because you're your own worst executioner. So, to summarize, one, a mistake I would say by definition for you is you don't get the result you want, and then you attach meaning to that, and the meaning comes from the past, right? Two, you can't predict the future. Never can, never will. I don't know. I mean, if you can, kudos to you, right? Three, most of the shit attached to your past, it's letting go. You have to notice the trigger coming and let the trigger go. Notice the trigger coming and let it go. And then open yourself up to possibility. And this is retraining yourself. This is honestly, you have to retrain yourself to do this, right? And it's not just a one-time thing. You have to be aware and vigilant at noticing when you're sucking in, right? And then come back to opening up and suck in. The fear is the in, out, in, out. I can feel like a hip hop thing. So check that out. Be aware of that and start noticing what meaning you're attaching to making mistakes, right? And because I can guarantee you, with the meaning we attach to stuff, we start seeing evidence of that. So really enjoy the possibility. I mean, the amount of shit I've done, like for me, I'm always like, let me give it a go. Like, let me give it a go. Let me just give it a go. I mean, yes, I played pickleball and I'm a beginner, but then I started playing with the intermediate guys and they were fucking good. And I was like, I mean, I can only give it a go. Like, I can only get better. I can only give it a go. And it was so welcoming and kind and encouraging. I'm just going to give it a go. Like, because I don't attach meaning to it, right? So, and that's because I've practiced, because I used to be a hostage to perfectionism. But I've practiced that by putting myself into situations where I've had to give shit a go, right? So, yeah, enjoy that. And let me know how you go. All right, guys. Mwah. Ciao.